Welcome to this Hope to Go. Today I want to talk to you about praying with power. What makes an ordinary person into a powerful instrument in the hands of God? One word, prayer. James, the half-brother of Jesus, said it this way in James 5:17. Elijah was a human as we are, and yet when he prayed earnestly that no rain would fall, none fell for 3.5 years. Then when he prayed again, the sky sent down rain and the earth began to yield its crops. Now, Elijah was a powerful instrument in the hands of God. He prayed with faith and impacted an entire nation through prayer. Now, prayer is one of the simplest acts of worship. I love prayer because it doesn't require a degree or a license. It needs nothing but a heart and will, because it's simply talking to God. Matthew 21:22 says it this way, and whatever things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive. I want to give you some hope to go to help you receive when you pray with power. Now, this is the 5 Beatitudes for praying with power from the life of Elijah. Number 1, be humble. 1 Kings 18:42 says it this way. Elijah climbed to the top of Mount Carmel and bowed low to the ground and prayed with his face between his knees. Whew. First, why did Elijah go to the top of the mountain? Because those who really want results must separate themselves from those who are cold spiritually. If you allow yourself to be influenced by those who are cold in their walk with God, they will lower your spiritual temperature. And second, God will always honor the person who comes into his presence humbly. 1 Peter 5:6 says it this way, God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. So humble yourself under the mighty power of God, and at the right time, he will lift you up in honor. Now, this is essential. It's an essential component of effectual, fervent prayer. But 2, be specific. James 5:17 says it this way, Elijah was a man with a nature like ours, and he prayed earnestly that it would not rain. Elijah didn't waste time on mere generalities, but he prayed in faith, specifically naming the things that needed to be done. God honors this kind of praying. And then 3, be passionate. James 5:17 says, Elijah was a man with a nature like ours, and he prayed earnestly, watch, that it would not rain. That was specific. Earnest here literally means Elijah prayed with tears, whispers, and shouts, and walking up and down, body pressed to the ground, fists clenched. Earnest prayer is the bridge between interest and involvement. It's prayer with a warning. This type of prayer will seriously affect your capacity for ease, comfort, and mediocrity. Wait, may we, the church in Canada, reclaim the longing for fervent prayer. And 4, be persistent. 1 Kings 18:43 says, then he said to his servant, go and look out toward the sea. The servant went and looked and then returned to Elijah and said, I didn't see nothing. 7 times Elijah told him to go back and look again. Sometimes, like Elijah, we will experience delays in answers to our prayers. Why is this? There are times when God will answer prayer immediately. However, there are times when the answer is delayed. When those times come, God would have us never give up. If he has put something in your heart, pray until it becomes a reality. And finally, be expectant. 1 Kings 18:44, it says, finally, the 7th time his servant told him, I saw a little cloud about the size of a man's hand rising from the sea. Now it was go time. Then Elijah shouted, hurry to Ahab and tell him, climb into the chariot and go back home. If you don't hurry, the rain will stop you. It was so much go time, and it's go time for you, baby. Elijah kept praying and kept sending his servant to see the sea. Why? Because Elijah was operating in faith in the promises of God, and he knew that the rain was coming. Expectation means that you wait for something in suspense. Wait until you see it. It ain't over till it's over. No prayer, no power. Some prayer, some power. Much prayer, much power. And that's your hope to go.